Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
and that I will be faithful
and that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the state of Maryland,
to the state of Maryland,
and support the Constitution
and support the Constitution
and laws thereof,
and laws thereof,
and that I will support the Charter
and that I will support the Charter
and laws
and laws
of Prince George's County,
of Prince George's County,
and that I will,
and that I will,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
diligently and faithfully,
diligently and faithfully,
without partiality or prejudice,
without partiality or prejudice,
execute the office of Chair of the Prince George's County Board of Education
execute the office of Chair of the Prince George's County Board of Education,
according to the Constitution
according to the Constitution
and laws of this state,
and laws of this state,
and the Charter and laws
and the Charter and laws
of Prince George's County.
of Prince George's County.
Congratulations.
Why don't we do this before Segun speaks?
We'll let him sign.
We'll let you
these.
sign.
And this is.
We get to keep the pen.
You get to keep the pen? Sure. Okay. And again, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Why don't we do this thing?
Okay.
First of all, let me say that I want to thank the clerk of the court for coming in. If we can give her a round of applause, because I know this was on very short notice, and I appreciate you being available to do this for us today. I think it's a very important event. Before I have Segun come up and say a few words and thank his family for graciously allowing him to once again serve Prince George's County, I think it is only fitting that that we have the chair of the board, the current chair of the board, come in and say a few words, who has really guided Prince George's County over these last few years in very difficult and trying circumstances, and have guided us to make progress in this county. In fact, the state of Maryland would not be #1 in education these last 5 years had it not been for the progress we've made in Prince George's County. And this is a day that we're going to bring everyone together. So, Regina Jacobs, if you'd like to come up, please.
Good afternoon. So let me just say that I have absolutely enjoyed being a member of the Board of Education, and I'm proud of the leadership over the last nearly 7 years and the work that the board has done. I think we have laid a foundation for continued progress. I know we will see continued progress as long as we stay focused on children. To that end, I am here for transition. I will do everything within my power to make sure that we have smooth transition. And I also will have an opportunity now to spend more time with my little one, and also spend more time focusing on District 5. And at the same time, have the opportunity and hopefully to leverage all the opportunities in Prince George's County from my positions on the State Board of Education. Let me be clear, the Maryland Association of Boards of Education. There's only been 2 Prince Georges in the history, and so I make the 3rd, thank goodness for that. And then also my national role on the steering committee for the Council of Urban Boards of Education. So I'm looking forward to, from a state perspective and a national perspective, to continue to push education in our county and do the best job that I can do. Let me say to your lovely wife, the work is hard. He's going to need your support, and your lovely children, he's going to need the support. I'm here as best that I can to provide whatever transition you need. And thank you, Mr. Baker.
Why don't we do this? We'll call up the man of the hour next, but let me thank board member Carletta Fellows for coming here. If we can give her a round of applause. And certainly Council Member Mel Franklin for his support. They have a role, and he thanked me for getting them involved in this also. No, he did. With that, Segun Eubanks, our new chair. Segun.
Thank you. Thank you so much, colleagues. Thank you. My first pledge is to promise to be brief on this Saturday afternoon, something that those who know me, particularly my family, know is not always the case. First, I just want to thank you. I'm so honored for this opportunity to serve the students, the residents, the great teachers and principals and leaders of Prince George's County. I thank my friend and colleague, County Executive Segun Baker, for this opportunity. Without question, this is a tremendously difficult task, and I would not have even remotely considered it were I not deeply believe in Segun Baker's commitment to education, commitment to the children of Prince George's County, and commitment to really helping us to build a great public education system and to continue to move it forward. So thank you, County Executive Baker, for this opportunity. Thank you, Carletta Fellows, for being here, and certainly Regina Jacobs for your tremendous opportunity, for your tremendous leadership. I've had the opportunity to work with you some and look forward to continue to work with you more over the coming weeks, months, and years. There is little question that we have a ways to go, but we've come very, very far. It gives me such confidence to know that there's been so many outstanding individuals who've built a foundation for us to continue to move forward. And so I won't say much. A lot of folks have asked me what my plan is, and I've said, well, it's been 24 hours, so give me a chance for a plan. But before you build a good plan, you have to understand what your core values are and what your vision is. And I come here deeply rooted in a couple of core values that are deeply important for me. One is a core value about social justice and equity. I'm an old civil rights guy from way back in the day, and have a family who's taught me deeply about the fact that every day, each and every one of us has a role in helping to address the social inequities that challenge us every day. I'm deeply rooted in a core value of public education. I spent 30 years of my career as a public education advocate and know deeply about how important public education is, not just in helping kids be prepared for a global economy, which is important, but helping to build citizenship, helping to build character, helping to build community, and helping to build the kind of democratic society that we know we need to build. And I'm deeply rooted in the value of family, which is why I'll save my last and most important thanks for my family for being here. My two oldest who couldn't be here now because they're busy older folks with lives, but my son, Damani, my daughter, Yasmin, and of course, my rock. Where did they go to school? To Prince George's County public school parents, public school students at Suitland and Flowers High Schools. Go Rams and go Jaguars. I've only watched 5 or 10 tennis matches this year, and of course, you know, the love of my life, my rock, the one who really has helped to make so much of this possible. My lovely wife, Sherelle. Thank you very much, man. So I look forward to the work ahead, to working with each and every one of you in making our good schools great. Thank you.
I should say that's Dr. Eubanks and Dr. Eubanks. So thank you. Let me do this, and I'll take a few questions or no questions. Let me just say this. I know that there's probably a lot on people's mind, but just a couple of things. One of the reasons that I chose Dr. Eubanks for this very important position. I wanted somebody who would be collaborative, who would be a bridge builder, who has strong connections to public education, someone who understands the importance of recruiting and retaining good teachers and principals, and someone who is aware of the best practices around the country to teach and support young people, someone who will listen to and engage in the community, and he will do all that and more. As a parent, as someone who's dedicated his life to education, I think Dr. Eubanks gives us the type of experience and will add to the experience that the board has on there. So I'm very pleased that he was willing to accept it. I want to say for the record, it did not take much prodding on my part. He was happy to do it, I think, or he was afraid to tell me he wasn't happy. But no, it's an exciting day for us in the county, and we're really pleased, and we look forward to the upcoming months. With that, I will close it and open it for a few questions if we have any. Thank you. If not, we're good? All right. We are good. Thank you all for coming. Terrific.